Ooh, guys, it's been a while. What you been up to? I can tell you what I've been up to. Writing. I'm sure the main, if not only, question that you have at this point is, Meg, are you on track to hit your stupid writing goal for the year? And the answer is no. I realized that if I tried to keep writing more than my daily goal every day, I was not only going to stress myself out, but I was just going to make myself hate writing. And that is not something that I want to do because writing is my life. It is a hobby for me, but it also happens to be, my job. So what I have been doing is I've just been writing 3,000 words every day this month in August. That has been my only goal. Only write 3,000 words. For a long time, I was writing 10,000 words over the weekend, so 5,000 words each day. I am not doing that anymore, at least not for right now. Every day of the week, my only goal is to write 3,000 words. What I write for those 3,000 words will vary from day to day. Little by little, writing 3,000 words, just based on what the daily average comes out to if you divide it up, is getting me closer and closer to my goal because I have been behind the entire year so far, which doesn't seem very promising, but past history personally has shown that I procrastinate and then I do everything at the last minute and it turns out fine, and it's like I never procrastinated at all. I don't plan on doing that for this because that would actually probably kill me. My head would explode. But I will probably end up doing the majority of my writing for the year within these last months of the year. There aren't that many left. We're over halfway done, guys. I don't even know what week it is, but I know that it's August. I don't even know what the date is. It's fine. What has my life become? I don't even know. Like, I will go through periods of time where I just have ideas for things. And if I have the time to work on those things, to make those ideas into things, I want to do that. Because when you are feeling inspired, you want to act on that. Because you're not always going to be feeling inspired. I can't speak. Whatever. Then there's the whole you want to avoid burnout thing. And I really do, because I dealt with that earlier this year and it was awful. It was the worst month writing wise that I had. Now that I think about it, it was like the worst month in general that I've had, but we don't need to talk about why. My biggest fear is that that's going to happen again. Is that like this whole month I'm just going to go and go and go because I'm feeling so motivated and inspired and I want to write all the things and I want to do everything as always, but that I will actually do all the things, and then all of a sudden I'll just wake up and I won't want to do any of it anymore. I don't want that to happen to me again. At this point I can't afford for it to happen again, but I feel like it will. And so last night, knowing this, I'd met my word count goal. I'd gone over a little bit, which was fine because I'm trying to finish my book, and it was 7 o'clock, and I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, you have 3 or 4 or 5 hours. The dog is, she had a long day, so she's asleep. You could write, you could read, or you could relax. And I mean full on laying on the couch watching Netflix, not doing anything, kind of relaxing. I haven't done that literally in months. I can't even remember the last time I did. I know I've been working too hard. And so I'm trying to remind myself, you have to slow down. You can work longer instead of harder. You can keep working and not burn out if you just slow down. But I can't. But last night I was like, okay, maybe I can. I was like, I did all the things that needed to be done this weekend. They're done. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. Let's do this relaxing thing. I couldn't do it. I was just watching YouTube videos and like I couldn't pay attention because I kept thinking about all the things that I was going to have to wake up and do today, or all the things I could have been doing while I was relaxing, or the things I could have gotten ahead on, or the projects that I've been putting off because I'm not ready to start them because I'm working on other things. That's called prioritizing. That I could have been working on instead of not doing anything. And it really wasn't a fun time. How have I forgotten how to relax? I didn't know that could happen. I didn't know that had happened to me. So, what do I do? What do I do about that? My plan for right now is to plan an entire Saturday or Sunday of full on. Maybe I'll take a day off because then no one else will be here. You know what? It's complicated. Don't worry about it. I will pick a day. Any day of the week. Doesn't matter. Probably a Friday, but you don't care. Where I will do nothing, and I will give myself permission to do nothing, and that will be a celebration that I will reward myself once I'm done writing this stupid book. I started it back in April, so which means math. I've been working on it for almost 5 months, and I'm almost done. And this was not a book I planned on writing this year. I was in the middle. This is going to sound really stupid, and I probably should save this story for later, but just for now. I was in the middle of writing another book, and I was doing some, I was writing fan fiction of my own unfinished novel so that I could get to know a certain character better. Listen, just don't worry about it. It just happens sometimes. And as I was doing that, I quote-unquote met another character, which inspired an entirely new book, which I have abandoned the previous project temporarily to work on this one, basically because I felt like this story was calling to me more desperately than the other one. I can't wait to talk about that. That'll be fun, but it's not done yet, so I am not letting myself. There's some incentive to get it done. If I could tell you how close I was, you would just start like jumping up and down and screaming, and you're like, stop. And you'd be like, stop making a stupid video for us and finish your stupid book. Hey, listen, I know I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm going to finish. And trust me, when I do finish, you will hear about it. It's been a long time, and I've worked really, really hard on this. It's going to need a lot of work after I'm done with the first draft, but I have poured my entire heart and soul, and I don't know, I've poured my entire heart and soul into this book, and I know so many writers will say that about the thing that they have written, but I have surprised myself in how much of myself I have allowed into this book, and it's going to take a lot for me to get up the courage to share it with anyone. But like I said, I really feel like it's a story that needs to be told, that needs to be shared. Not because I want any praise for writing a book. I mean, beyond what any aspiring writer wants. But because it's a really important story, not just for me, not really for me that much at this point at all, maybe. I have this feeling that there's someone out there that needs it. And, maybe that someone is my past self. But in any case, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to let it sit for a little while. Could be a week, could be a month, haven't decided yet. Or it could just be, I don't know. And then I'm going to see what I can do with it. So my mind has been a little bit consumed by that and other things, which is why video making has not been as consistent as I would have liked it to be. But, you know, what person on YouTube with less than 100 subscribers hasn't said that in the past week, you know? Hey guys, this is me, alright? I make this channel because I want you to be able to see, like, this is me, raw, no filter, I'm not wearing makeup. I am still in my workout clothes, obviously. I'm a mess, but sometimes being a writer is a mess. But sometimes being a writer is a mess, and we still have to get up and make words happen anyway. So, welcome. Look forward to more real writing talk. I'm gonna go finish my book now.